What's up, everybody? I'm Dreadful Gouz. I'm here at Murder the Mix Studios, and today we're going to be starting a new series called Goozman's Dreadful Guitar Licks and Riffs. I've been doing some research and asking some of you guys on Instagram and Facebook what you guys would like to see from me in this new year. And many of you have been telling me that you'd like to learn some cool little shred licks, and I'm going to teach you that here today. In this series, not only will I show you how to play some of my stuff, but I will also share with you guys some of the thought process that goes into making some of these riffs and licks. And in an effort to grow this channel and to better the community that I have here, I'm going to be challenging you guys to play these riffs and licks. And I will be reposting the best ones. So grab your weapon of choice and let's get to it. I love 80s shred and I love Neo Classical. I love Malmsteen, Tony McAlpine, guys like that. And one of the things that I like to do to maybe give more of that little neoclassical flavor is play in little groups of 5, such as the lick that I'm playing here. This is kind of what my thought process is when I'm playing stuff like this. So you take the opening section, and by the way, for those of you guys who don't know, I tune almost all of my guitars a whole step down. So this guitar, being a 7-string, is an A standard, and if you're on a 6-string, it is D standard. Also, the lick is starting on the 13th fret of the high D string. And that opening section slowly goes like this. Again, I like to think of things in groups of 5. So let's take this first part, I'll play it slowly, and treat them all as if they were 16th notes. So playing it unplugged, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5. You see how that gives it a very neoclassical flavor. Now everyone watching this is at a different skill level, so I'm going to try to break this down as easy as possible and not overcomplicate things. So for the first part of the lick, you will not need your middle finger at all. If you're thinking about all the notes as 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. So that means we have 4 groups, and each group contains 4 notes. Let's start with the first one. And then from there on, it descends. So we have number 1. Number 2 starts on the 12th fret with your 3rd finger. The next one, you guessed it, with your 1st finger. So before we continue with the rest of it, let's get that much down. Group 2, Group 3, and now let's move to Group 4. Together, all of them should sound like this. All right, now let's take a look at the second section of this lick. The lick starts on the 9th fret of your F string, because remember we are in D standard a whole step down. So it starts on the 9th fret of your 3rd string. And we have a half step there. Then we transfer over with our pinky to the 4th string on the 12th fret. Back to the 9th on your 3rd string. Now, if we try to put the two together, the first section and the second section, it should sound like this. Let's try it one more time, a little bit faster. And as you can hear in the second part, it's got to have a little bit of staccato to it, whereas as in the first part, the notes flow into each other. The second part is very staccato-y, and it has like a push and pull. So I'll play it again and demonstrate this. Now you can do it really extreme staccato. I like to do that. It gives it a very, again, neoclassical type of feel. And I really like staccato. Some people will say that that's kind of one of like the trademarks to my sound, is that you'll hear some staccato licks and some really fast like staccato passages when I play. I guess that's cool that people point that out, but I really like staccato. I feel like when used correctly, it can really add a really special element to the music. Now the third section of this lick is definitely the hardest because it is the fastest and the most involved. So let's get started with it. It starts off with your first finger on the 4th string at the 7th fret. And it uses a few patterns. So the first pattern is going to be your 1, your 3, and your 4. So 1, 3, 4. Index, ring, and pinky. And you will play it in triplets. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you play a similar pattern ascending, but this time with 1, 2, and 4. And for this pattern, it starts off with your first finger on the 9th fret of the same 4th string. Now when played slowly, it's pretty easy, but this is what makes it so hard. The next section here is the hardest part because it's in an awkward grouping. You're playing basically triplet, 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 and then you play a group of 5 notes. And it's like a very fast speed burst. So I will play the 3 parts together and show you that now. So to complete the final part of the third section, we want to take our index finger on our F string, which is the 3rd string, at the 9th fret. And it's going to use the pattern 1, 2, and 4. So let's try to group that entire section together. One more time, a little bit slower. And then fast. Oh, and I almost forgot, I gotta get my whammy bar because it just sounds really cool when you got some nice delay and a whammy bar and a pinch harmonic right at the end. The funny part is when I did that lick for the first time, that pinch harmonic was actually an accident because I fucked up. And in a split second, I was like, fuck, I'm on camera, just gotta play this shit off. So I hit the pinch harmonic by mistake, and then I just wiggled the bar a little bit, and I thought it sounded really cool, so I decided to keep it. Now, let's play the entire lick slowly and try to make it all sound nice and smooth and even, but still give it a little bit of flavor, even though we're playing it slow. One more time, even slower. A little bit faster. And let's try to get it at full speed. It's actually really hard to play that sitting down because I like to dig in when I play, and I'm trying to set up the whammy bar finish, and unfortunately it gets caught in my, I guess the thread of my jean right there. But hopefully you guys don't have the same problem. And if you do, well, maybe play without pants. It's not as hard as it looks, but when you're trying to get it up to high speeds, you really need to pay attention on how you grip and release the string. That's something that I will cover in another video that really in depth. But for now, when practicing, just be mindful of it. Now, some of you may be wondering why I don't have tabs for this. And the answer for that is very simple. Now, yes, tabs would make everyone's life easy. But I like to focus on building musicians to be better. And one of the things that a lot of people I know do not worry about, or I should say focus on, is building their ear. I mean, we're playing music. Having a good ear will definitely help you in all aspects of being a guitar player. Now, if you guys are like, wait a minute, we really want these damn tabs, leave that in the comment section down below, and I will consider making that a part of a Patreon page, and where I'll create all the materials for you guys to learn these licks and riffs. And you can pay a monthly subscription, and that would help support the channel and allow me to keep creating killer content for you. I hope y'all enjoyed episode 1 of Goozman's Dreadful Riffs and Licks. And remember, I'm challenging you all to play this. And I will be reposting the best ones, not only on my Instagram, but also here on this YouTube channel. My man Justin from Sinister Metal Guitars, by the way, if you're not following that page on Instagram, you are missing out on some really cool axes. Some of my axes have been featured there. And again, go check that out. I'll put that in the link as well. But I'm taking a page out of his playbook, and I'm going to post up the rules for submitting your video. I'm looking forward to posting more, interacting more with you guys, and growing this community bigger and better than ever before. Remember, guys, we are in this together. As always, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow all my social media links down below. Peace.